Now, this is the true story of a Korean man named Kwang Chol Casey Joy, and how his alleged obsession with his roommate Maribel would eventually shock the entire country. In 2013, Maribel was living in Orange County, California. She was 36 years old, a U.S. Army veteran who had served 2 tours in Iraq. Friends described her as compassionate and hardworking. Maribel rented out a spare room inside her home. That's when Casey Joy entered her life. At first, Joy seemed harmless, quiet, well-mannered. Joy and Maribel became roommates. It seemed like they had the perfect roommate situation, until Joy decided he wanted more. One day, Maribel received a call from Joy. He confessed that he was in love with her and wanted to marry her and have children with her. Stunned, Maribel told Joy that while he deserved happiness, she did not feel the same way. According to prosecutors, Joy allegedly became deeply obsessed with Maribel after she rejected his romantic advances. As the feelings were not returned, Joy allegedly turned to drastic measures in an attempt to change her mind. He bought a completely new wardrobe, got a large tiger tattoo, paid to take Maribel on a cruise, and reportedly spent more than $10,000 on cosmetic surgery to appear younger. Investigators later claimed his behavior became increasingly intense. Maribel reportedly became uncomfortable around him and eventually contacted police, especially as arguments over unpaid rent and financial problems inside the home became more frequent. According to reports, Maribel eventually wanted Joy out of the house completely. Then in May 2013, Maribel suddenly vanished. She stopped answering calls, missed appointments, and according to friends, that behavior was completely unlike her. Days later, her car was discovered abandoned in the parking structure of her apartment complex. But investigators later said the most disturbing evidence came from Joy's internet searches. Authorities reportedly discovered searches connected to decomposition and remote burial locations. One search especially shocked investigators: how long before a body starts to smell? According to prosecutors, detectives later traced digital evidence to Santiago Canyon in Orange County. That's where authorities eventually discovered human remains hidden in a shallow grave. The remains were later identified as Maribel. According to the coroner's report, the condition of the remains made it impossible to determine an exact cause of death. Joy maintained his innocence throughout the trial. However, in 2014, he was convicted in connection with Maribel's death and sentenced to 15 years to life in prison. The case horrified people across the country because, according to investigators, Maribel had allegedly been living with a man who became consumed by obsession.